The presidency says Madiba is still critical but stable in hospital, and Zimbabwe's Constitutional Court confirms the 31st of this month as the date for the country's elections. I'm Richard Brooks. The presidency says former President Nelson Mandela is still critical but stable in hospital. This after President Jacob Zuma visited him this afternoon at the Pretoria Heart Hospital, where Madiba's been treated for almost a month. It was Zuma's first visit to the hospital this week. Here's presidential spokesperson Mac Maharaj.
The former president remains critical but stable, and President Zuma thanked the nation and the international community for their continued support. We appreciate all the love and the compassion, said President Zuma. Madiba is receiving the best medical care from a multidisciplinary team of health professionals who are at his bedside around the clock, said President Zuma. On the Mandela month of July, President Zuma further called on all South Africans to volunteer 67 minutes of their time on Nelson Mandela Day, the 18th of July, to help change their communities and South Africa for the better.
About 30 young tourists and volunteers have joined the throngs of people at the Pretoria Heart Hospital, where Madiba is still in a critical condition. They are from Norway, the Netherlands, Belgium, the US and Germany. Their spokesperson, Neil de Jong.
We were doing a Pretoria tour, and what better way to end it off by a visit at Nelson Mandela's, the hospital where Nelson Mandela is today. We just want to wish him well. I mean, he's probably the greatest guy South Africa has to offer, if not the world. And he's a legend, and we just wish him all the best for his speedy recovery.
Government says it does not have a clear indication on when the rand will rebound. The rand continues to weaken against a basket of currencies since the second quarter of 2013, falling by more than 15%. The rand has been trading at over 10 rand to the US dollar. Deputy Finance Minister Nhlanhla Nene says government needs to step up capacity to produce goods that are ready for export so that when the rand weakens, it does not affect economic growth.
It'll take as long as we are able to reach a point where it'll stabilize, and when it does stabilize, and they should be able to reap the benefits. But what this also tells us is that we need to step up our capacity to produce goods that are ready for export, so that when times like this catch us, they find us ready to be able to do that. And I think the manufacturing sector is actually looking a lot into that. But we need to also boost our primary sector, particularly agriculture.
Government is temporarily withdrawing all non-essential staff from the South African embassy in Egypt. This follows the unconstitutional removal of President Mohamed Morsi from power and suspension of the constitution by the military. The government says while the non-essential personnel will return home, the embassy remains open to assist South Africans who need help. International Relations spokesperson Clayson Monyela.
We're encouraging all South African citizens, those who are currently in Egypt and those who are intending to travel to that country, to consider their stay in Egypt or plans to travel there based on the prevailing security situation. It remains fluid. We encourage them to maintain close contact with our mission in Egypt or head office for regular updates so that they can be advised of developments.
Zimbabwe's Constitutional Court has confirmed the 31st of this month as the date for the country's elections, upholding its earlier order. A 9-member bench unanimously rejected applications by Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai, fellow MDC leader Welshman Ube, and Justice Minister Patrick Shinamasa to delay the polls by at least 2 weeks. Regional body SADC earlier urged Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe to put off the vote until August the 14th.